Hello everyone, Losi's got a new release and this is the Micro T. So first they came out with the Micro B and now they have this really cool looking truck version. So let's get this out of the box, let's check it out and let's run it and see how it compares against the buggy version. I'm excited. So opening the box, this is what you'll find inside. So we're going to have a USB charger, which has a plug at the end. This is basically like a balance plug for the battery. This is the exact same charger that comes with the Micro B. We have an SLT2 controller, which is basically the same standard controller that comes with both your Micro B, the Losi NASCARs, all the other stuff. What's really cool is that Spectrum has had updates to the fancier controllers, your DX5 and 6 Pro and whatever else. So you can use the SLT protocol on these. So you can forego these controllers if you have the fancier one and bind your Micro T or your Micro B right to your fancy controller. We also have the instruction sheet. I like that they always give you AA batteries with these. You have your 4A wrench for taking your wheel nuts and stuff off, your basic Allen keys. There's your standard manual stuff in here. And then obviously the truck itself. This thing looks so good. I love it. It's awesome. I wish that they came out with this one first because this has my throwback to the original Micro B that I love so much. And you know, the Micro B looks cool. This is great, but this is where like my childhood was, running mini T's and Micro T's around the basement with my father or whatnot. So this is really cool. I also really like that they went ahead and copied the graphics from the other model, so I had to get the one that matched. That's just cool. That's so cool that they transferred the graphics over, and on both of them, both the silver version and the white version. So as I had mentioned, aesthetically, I love that they copied the paint schemes from the buggy over to the truck. And they did that with both the silver version and the white version with the red stickers. So it looks great. It's a really cool looking truck. And I really wish they'd released this one first because the old school Micro was a Micro T. And this is more reminiscent of what the original one was. So I definitely like this one aesthetically more than the buggy because I've always been a truck guy. But regardless, both these cars look great with the graphics, and then there's clear bodies so that you can change them up later. Apart from that, basically on the truck, they really didn't change much from the buggy version. The front tires on here are just the rear tires twice. So these rear tires, and these front tires are the same. So the cool part about that is that any of the aftermarket wheels and tires, whether people are having in production or they're 3D printing them for the buggy, you just have to get 2 sets of the back ones to put on the truck version. So that kind of helps with stuff that already exists out there. Otherwise, these trucks are very, very close to each other. This one has Velcro in the front and will lift this way. This one has Velcro in the back. So we can not block the camera. Velcro on the back, and it slides out like so. I really do like that this one has a hinge on the back for the body, so that's kind of cool. But as far as the chassis goes, it's pretty much the same thing. I love the build of this car. I love the way it drives. It's super fun. I ran it a lot this winter, but this car is basically the exact same thing. So if you watch any review videos on what a Micro B is, everything on here is identical. So the front end on this is 100% identical. Even so much to the point where on here there's these 2 screw holes. This was obviously planned for the body mount that's on here, which means that when this car was released, the truck version was already into production because the front shock tower is the same between both of them. It's not like they updated it later and like then they're going to make them backwards compatible or something. It's the exact same shock tower. So the whole front end of the car is the same. Put this down. The whole back end of the car is the same. Here. Obviously there's a difference for the wing mount on this one and the body mount on this one, but otherwise the width and everything is identical. The chassis is basically the only thing that's changed, with the exception of obviously the aesthetics. So the Micro T chassis looks like it's a hair wider and shorter. I think that's because the battery goes left to right in here, and then in this one, the battery sits long ways. So your battery's down up under here. We have an extended chassis, and this one, your battery just goes left to right. We have the exact same electronics between the two of them, same shocks, same rear end, same gearbox, everything is the same. So it basically is just a slight variation of this vehicle. So the positive part to that is that any of the aftermarket parts that are available on the market for this one are also going to go onto this one. The only exceptions I can think of is like Endure makes a carbon fiber chassis kit. That's obviously too long for this, but I'm sure that they're going to make one for this. It's the same thing, just shorter. So it'd be very easy for them to produce that. But any of like the Losi or the GPM shocks or any of that stuff, you can absolutely put on this immediately. So I do like that the aftermarket support on this. I'm not going to have to wait months for companies to come out with different stuff to be able to upgrade it. But if you already have a Micro B, it's pretty much the exact same build. So if you're looking for that slight variation, or you like collecting these things like I do, it's great. But if you're looking to get this and you thought it was something different than the Micro B was, it's arguably the same thing. But so that's my initial overview of unboxing this Micro B and my first thoughts. I have a really cool place to run these, so I'm going to go charge up the battery in here and get it out on the track and take some video for you guys so you can see these things run. And I'm going to see what the difference in handling is between our truck version and our buggy version. hope you guys enjoyed the track that I got to play on there. These cars are both really fun. Handling wise, after having run a full battery pack through both cars on that track, this one handles significantly better. The shorter wheelbase on this, although it really isn't much, I mean, you're talking, what is it, 3/4 of an inch, definitely is a lot more squirrely. Now, the tires on this car are more broken in. It's had more use on it. I mean, you can see like the color difference in the tires from use. But just the longer wheelbase with this, just it goes through corners a lot easier and a lot more stable. The back doesn't want to kick out as much. This one was a lot more darty. Also, possibly with the skinny tires in the front, it probably wants to push a little bit more. But yeah, handling wise, if you happen to have a giant slot car track to go play with these things on, I would definitely pick a Micro B. For playing in your basement or in the garage or whatever the case may be, I don't think it's going to matter too much. The other question now is, when this came out, this was $99 and it is now $130. Are these cars still worth $130? And I would say yes, they are. Because if you look at the other aspects of the hobby, if you have a 10 scale car and you want to get shocks for it or something, or if you want to get, a set of belted tires for your Stampede 4x4, they're going to cost almost $100. So you get a whole car for $30 more. So based on what the rest of the hobby cost, I think these cars really aren't that bad for $130. I think $90 or $99 is better. But obviously I bought this one. I would definitely buy it again. And the cool part now is, because these cars really aren't different handling wise or whatever else besides aesthetics, like I said, the Micro B is better, but marginally. I think I'm going to go ahead and buy a bunch of upgrades for both of these, and maybe I'll see if I can pit Losi parts maybe against GPM parts, and we'll see if some of the aftermarket parts are, some companies are better with those. I know GPM has a lot of purple aluminum stuff, which I think would go along with this body very well. I already bought a bunch of Losi upgrade parts for this, which I'm going to do on probably my next video, and spend some more time racing these things. But it is really cool. I kind of wish it was a little bit different. Maybe different tires, I think, at least would have been probably the way I would have gone with it. Maybe done, I don't know, they own Proline, so trenchers or whatever else would have been kind of neat on here. But, I mean, these tires are nice and soft and fuzzy, and they're going to be good for carpet inside your house. But I think if you're looking for something to make this different, I think the wheels and tires would have been something that, if I was in charge of design, I would have changed. But, yeah, these are cool. I like these cars. It was a lot of fun to be able to race those. Losi really does make some great vehicles. These things are awesome. I've had the Micro B for a long time. It's super reliable. I haven't broken a single thing on it yet. I put a lot of battery packs through it. It's super fun. I really, really love running it. When it's, winter and I'm stuck inside and you get that RC itch, it's a great car to do that with. This one, I love the looks of the truck a lot more than the buggy, although the buggy does handle a little better. So they both kind of have some pros and cons. Maybe I'll set this one up maybe more with the GPM parts. Maybe I'll try to get it to be more of like something I can jump around, where this one maybe I'll do a little more track handling with. I don't know, but now I got two of them, so now I can like come up with different setups and whatnot with them. So that's kind of cool. But regardless, I hope this video was helpful to you, and I hope you enjoyed it. Definitely click that subscribe button down below. I would absolutely appreciate that. And I'm going to do a whole bunch of upgrade videos at some point. This one probably sooner than this one, because I got to pick out some parts. But I'm excited. So thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you guys in another one.